This is a tutorial on setting up full bleed business cards in Adobe Photoshop. Let's get started. First, you want to go to File, New. We're going to create a new file. And what we're going to want to do is add the bleed margin to the sides of the business card. We use a 1/8 inch bleed on all sides. And this is pretty standard throughout the industry. So what you're going to do is you're going to make your document 1/8 inch bigger on all sides, which is going to end up being a 1/4 inch on the height and a 1/4 inch on the width. Let's create our document with inches selected. The width we want to be 3.75 inches, and the height we want to be 2.25 inches. The resolution is going to be 400. 400 is a great DPI for printing. If you're used to web, you're probably used to designing at 72, but for printing we want at least 300, and if you're doing any sort of text in Photoshop, you want to bump that up to 400. So now we have our document set up. Everything else is fine. If you want to select a transparent background for your document, that's fine also. Just to make things a little bit easier to see, I'll make it white. Let's click OK. Alright, so now we have our document here, and what you'll see is we have rulers set up here. If you don't see rulers right now on your screen, what you're going to want to do is go to View and turn rulers on right here. Make sure that's selected. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to draw on our rulers, and this is going to show us where all the bleed margin is, the safety margin, where the cut line is going to be, so we can visualize that while we're designing the card. So what you're going to do is click, hold down the button, and drag over, and this is going to be a guide. So we're going to put one a 1/4 inch in on all sides. Alright. That was a little bit off. Okay, and then we're going to put one an 1/8 inch in on all sides. And once you have this done once, you shouldn't have to do it again. You can actually save this file on your computer and just keep using it every time you design business cards. So now we have all of our lines drawn. What we're going to do is explain each one. So the inside box right here, this is called a safety margin. You're going to want to keep all the text in your file in this line. This line right here is actually called the cut line. This is where the card's going to be cut. And then on the outside border basically is going to be your bleed margin. So all of your background image needs to extend out all the way to the edge on all sides. Now just to show you real quick what that looks like once the business card's finished, I have a document already created real quick for you. So if you see right here, we have the logo, all the text and everything is inside of this inside box all around. This is where it's going to be cut, this line right here. And then on the outside you'll notice that the background image is extended all the way to the outside. So the black's all the way to the edge at the top, to the side, to the bottom, and the right side. If you have any questions about this tutorial, feel free to visit us at www.sacdigital.com.